all driver updates. Get out your money and let's pay that bunny.
Ah, bunny coat. Bunny coat, bunny coat, bunny coat, bunny coat. You all have no idea how good it is to see all of you. Hello. Hi. I'm back. Despite everything, Lilith returned. She has risen once again. After a long and arduous journey, I have finally returned. It is so nice to see you all. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for your patience in this long absence once again. Ow!
Bunny spotted. Fire the bits.
Oh shit! No! No! Don't fire! Don't aim and fire! I'm going into hiding. They can't find me down here. They'll never find me down here. How can they find me? There's nothing up here. There's nothing indicating that there's a Lilith in the frame. Ow! Owie. Fine. Fine, you win. You win. Throw. Throw. Toss. Thank you so much for the bits, Doc and Pink Floyd. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. And hello. It's so good to see you all. How are you all doing? Hello. Hi, Fluffy. Hi, Doc. And Doc, thank you so much for the 27 months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Fluffy, thank you so much for the 27 months. Thank you all. Thank you. 27 months is insane. Thank you so much. Hello, Lumi. Ow. Ow. Hello, Lumi. Hello, Craig's Critique. Hello, Roro. Also, Doc, thank you so much for the 5 gifted earlier. Thank you. Thank you for the hype train, everybody. Hello, Pink Floyd. Hello, all. Ow. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob, for throwing a thing at me. Hello. Hemlo, all. Ow. Ow.
Damn the torpedoes.
These aren't torpedoes. These are burgers being thrown at my face. But thank you so much for the 100. Sniped her like a World War I soldier looking over the trench. I've been in the trenches these past couple weeks, I'll tell you that. But I'm very happy to be back. And I hope you all have had a nice couple of weeks. But yeah, once again, I'm sorry for the long absence. This year, man, it's just been, I've been taking fucking hit after hit after hit, and I will tell you, I am tired. I just want to be in a good mood and have things be normal for at least a little bit, so I can be in the mood to stream and also have time to stream, but it seems the universe doesn't want that to happen. This was actually something pretty serious. I mean, I know I've been talking a lot about sad things on stream lately. I promise this will be quick. But yeah, I've been feeling this like weird sense of deja vu because I remember last year I took a pretty long extended break from streaming because my grandfather had passed. And well, this year I had to take another one because unfortunately my grandmother has followed in those footsteps now and she is no longer with us. So I've been spending the past week with family, but I got to say goodbye to her. I got to spend one last day with her. She had been sick for a very, very long time. And so it's nice that she's just at peace now. You guys would have been proud of me. I spoke at her funeral. I wasn't able to speak at my grandpa's funeral because I knew I would break down and cry in front of lots of people, and I hate doing that. But I managed to speak at this one, and yeah, so it's just, you know, it's been tough. And I've been spending a lot of time thinking about my own mortality lately. I don't know, it's like when you lose... She was my last grandparent to remaining. So losing her has just made me think that I'm I sort of feel like I'm in this, like, new phase of my life. Where it's like, I know that I'm still young. Or on the younger side, at least. But I'm definitely not as young as I used to be. Or at least, like, I'm not a child anymore. And I haven't been a child for a long time. So yeah, it almost feels like a weird new phase in a way. Where it's like, you know, I notice that I'm I'm getting older. My parents are getting older, and it's weird. And I've been spending a lot of time thinking about it. But maybe that's not such a bad thing, because at least I've been like, not running away from my feelings and thoughts. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that, and it's hard to stream when you're having an existential crisis. But I'm here now. I loved my grandmother very much. I hope that she's proud of me. And I'm gonna carry her in my heart forever. So yeah, not gonna cry today. I'm gonna be okay. I've gotten a lot of the crying out of the way. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot in chat before I entered today. A lot of people have also been dealing with some bereavement, it seems. So anybody who's also suffering from loss or knows people suffering from loss at the moment, remember to take care of yourself. Take some time to reflect if you need to. And know that you have a good support system around you. And that it'll be okay. It'll be hard, but time kind of heals everything. So, yeah, that's where I've been. But I the whole time I just knew that, like, the first stream back was just gonna feel so good. Because I feel like I can finally return to this sense of normalcy. And also, like, it hasn't been all bad things lately. Like, there's some good news too. One piece of good news is Pepper's medication has been working. I took him back to the vet a couple weeks ago to run another blood test, and he's good. They said that his blood hormone levels have been evening out, which means the medicine is working, and he's gonna be nice and healthy. So that's good news. And I guess another piece of, I don't know if I'd call this good news, but one kind of, I don't know if I'd call it silver lining, but sort of nice thing about when something like this happens, like when you lose a loved one, at least in my culture, is like, for the next couple of days after the funeral, you constantly have people coming in and out of your house to, comfort you and your family. And not only do they come by and, like, have good conversation with you, but they also bring you so much fucking food. So much food. And so my parents had just a shit ton of food in their fridge by the end of it, and they were just like, please, take it back. We need you to fill up your own fridge. So I took back a ton of food, and I have so many fucking cookies right now. It's crazy. I have so many fucking cookies, chat, in my pantry at the moment. I'm eating one right now, in fact. It's a chocolate chip. So yeah, food is a good thing. I have lots of pickles in my fridge, which is nice. I have lots of deli meat. I have bread. I have fruit. I'm gonna be okay. But this is all to say I'm back. And even though my head isn't quite back yet, because things have been a little hard since I had a very close relationship with my grandma, I think it's time today that we had a Lilith factory reset. And I wash out my brain with a good old power wash. What do y'all say? Because I don't know if I'm quite at brain capacity to play an in-depth game. I'm preparing the ones that I will be playing next week when I can finally get back to a sense of normalcy. But today we're going to wash out our brains, factory reset, and return to normal. The wash shall continue until morale improves! Until morale improves, I say to the worms living in my brain. Chat, remember to follow the verification rules in chat to ensure there are no bots. Anyone who doesn't post pictures of Raphael Love in Deep Space or Caleb Love in Deep Space will be assumed to be a bot. You all heard the lady. If you're in the Discord server and you go to the Buns and Deep Space channel, you are legally required to post a picture of either Raphael or Caleb in there so we know that you're not a bot. I'm sorry. It's a rule. You heard the lady. Get cooking. Get cooking. That's another good piece of good news. Even though I've been sad, haven't spent a single dollar in the past few weeks on Love in Deep Space. Even though they were holding a special limited edition Caleb banner, I didn't spend $1, and I got one of those limited edition banners. For free! So we're good on that. We're good on that, y'all. Sorry to hear my condolences. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot, everybody. Thank you. Good granddaughter. I try to be. The last day with her was very peaceful. She wasn't quite, like, lucid, I guess, because she was in, a lot of pain. and they were filling her up with the good stuff so she could go on peacefully. But I was laying beside her bed, and I cross-stitched next to her. And I like to think that she was like aware that I was in the room. But it was really peaceful, and I'm glad that she went without any pain. But she was very old, and she lived a really nice long life. And she was a wonderful, wonderful lady. And I hope that I can be just about a quarter as perfect of a person as she was. Also, we love you, Bunny. Proud of you. Thank you. I love y'all too. Thank you so much for your just unending patience with all of my shit that happens. I read this thing online yesterday that was called like the broken bone theory, and I usually don't subscribe to bullshit like that, you know, that, oh, the lucky girl theory or things like that. I'm just like, these are just things people make up one day and then they spread it around on TikTok. But I saw this thing where it was like the broken bone theory, where if you've never broken a bone before, then that means you're going to be met with so much emotional pain in your life to make up for the lack of physical pain. And that kind of hit me. I was like, huh. It's probably just bullshit, but it's interesting that I have never broken a bone in my life. Yeah. Hi, Lilith. Hello, Mega Dragon. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. I have never broken a bone, but there is one other piece of bad news that I received this week where I went to the dentist on Monday, and I went into the dentist thinking, oh, I've never had a single cavity in my life, and I left the dentist being told that I have 2 cavities and I have to get fillings in a few weeks. Sad, sad tears of a bunny. I was debating whether or not to tell you guys in the Discord server because I didn't want people calling me Stinky Tooth Bunny. I take good care of my teeth. I brush them twice a day. For 2 minutes. Damn it! I'm so pissed. All these years. Lilith, OMG, hi, I'm such a big fan. Hello, INF with you. Hello, hello, please. Please. Put no paparazzi. No paparazzi. I'm on the toilet. I've had those emotional damage in high school. A broken bone. I mean, kids break their bones so easily because they're always jumping around and shit. But I was not like that as a kid. I was not a little acrobat as a child. I didn't climb in trees or anything. So I didn't get into a lot of like physical danger as a kid. Because I spent all my time inside playing Pokemon. I bruise easily, and I get all sorts of other injuries. Like my lip gets really cut up bad, and once I got a black eye, and I get bruises all the time. But I've never broken a bone before. And until Monday, I had never had a cavity before. It happens, honestly, especially if you never got your teeth sealed as a kid. What does it mean to get your teeth sealed? Like, as in braces? Because I didn't have braces as a kid. I never had braces. I have a couple crooked teeth. It was never so bad that I needed them. Although as a child, when I was at my kid dentist, the dentist that was like specialized in like children's teeth, I remember he told me that I needed braces. And my parents were like, absolutely not. That's going to cost a fucking fortune. And they switched me to an adult dentist because it was about time. And then the adult dentist looked at my teeth and he was like, hang on a second. And he got this like thing that looked like a mini pizza cutter, and he turned it on and he filed down my 2 front teeth. And then he was like, there, all better. You don't need braces. And it was great. We saved so much money. But yeah, I never got my teeth sealed as a kid, so maybe that's why. I thought I had cavities and thankfully didn't. I haven't broken any bones, but was close to that one time a couple years ago. I probably have had moments where I was close to breaking a bone, but I never have. Enamel? Yeah, maybe I just need to use a better enamel toothpaste. I need to use that Pronamel, that one that's meant for like old people. That keeps your teeth strong. Coating put on the enamel. Oh, yeah, I don't know if I ever got that as a kid. I'm not sure if I did. I can't remember. But I guess it is, I don't know. I just always thought that like if you had cavities, your teeth would really hurt. Because every time I go to the dentist and they're like, any problems? I'm like, no issues. I mean, my teeth haven't been hurting. But I always assumed that like if you had a cavity, your teeth would like really hurt and bother you. But apparently that's not the case. I don't know. When I was a kid and we learned about cavities in elementary school, I was made to believe that they were like these really insidious things that would like make your teeth rot and make them hurt a lot. My grandpa used to have a gold tooth because I think they used to do the crowns back in the day rather than the fillings. That was crazy. I wish I could get a gold tooth. But yeah, they're both of my cavities are on wisdom teeth. So when they told me that, I was like, can you guys just like pull them out instead? Can you just put me on that laughing gas and pull out my teeth instead? But my wisdom teeth don't bother me enough. Okay, apparently most of us have not broken bones before. But yes, life is indeed suffering. But we make it through. We always make it through. I got cavities, yeah, but yeah, no, yeah, the cavities on the baby teeth, that's true. They'll just fall out. They'll just fall out, so you don't really need to worry about them. But on the adult teeth, that's a different story. I'm not 100% sure if I ever broke a bone. I might have fractured my forearm once because it hurt for like 6 months, but I'm pretty sure that was just a really deep bruise. Probably. Sometimes it's hard to tell. I'm trying to think if I ever even had a scare where I broke a bone or sprained something. Potentially. I've had moments where I probably should have gotten stitches, but didn't. Because I've had some pretty crazy injuries before, but nothing that required like a sling or a cast or anything. I always loved it at school whenever somebody would break a bone and everybody would sign their cast. Casts always look so uncomfortable though. Like, what if you get itchy in there and you can't scratch at it, or if it gets really sweaty? They looked insanely uncomfortable. Those in like slings. I hairline fractured my shoulder snowboarding. Ooh! That sounds insanely painful. Wow. Hairline fractures are supposed to be quite uncomfortable. Yikes. It'd feel swollen, that I know. Yeah, it swells up. Like, that area of your body swells up a lot when you break a bone. So, like, I think you know, kind of, when you break one. Or if, like, you dislocate something. I've never dislocated anything either. I know that's supposed to be extremely painful as well. But yeah, broken bone theory. Interesting. Swollen or feel like it's hard to chew. A cavity? I don't think my teeth have necessarily felt swollen. I don't know, I didn't feel anything. But I scheduled my fillings appointment, so I'll just deal. I was dealing with so much other shit this past week that I was just like, whatever. Boo-hoo. Boo-boo, bitch. So you have a cavity. Who cares? Oh yeah, and another good note, I saw Orville Peck again yesterday, which was really cool. I saw him on Broadway this time, though. He was in a production of Cabaret, and he was really good. So that made me happy. That was very cathartic. Although the show's really, really dark, so it was not a happy show by any means. Broken the same big toe twice! Oh god! Turns out there isn't much you can do for a broken toe. No, there's not really any way that you can cast that. And you kind of need to walk on that thing all day, so you just sort of need to bear the brunt of the pain and deal with it. Twice! That's awful. Oof. Does the bone get weaker after it breaks, like even when it fuses back together? I mean, the human body is so incredible. The human body is so incredible that like the way that it heals and can just like get back intact is like insane. Like watching my lip heal after it got really badly cut up was like crazy. Like I looked in the mirror after I saw it first get cut up and I was like, this is never gonna heal. It's gonna be hideous forever. But then it healed relatively quickly, actually. I mean, I think lip skin is supposed to heal really quickly. In a different topic, my birthday is coming up in a couple of days. Finally, some good news! Happy almost birthday, Omega! Are you excited? What are you gonna do for your birthday? That's really exciting. Mine is in almost a month, actually. Yeah, it's in a month and 2 days, in fact. I remember I streamed last year on my birthday, and that was really fun. That was really fun. So maybe if it's a weeknight and I'm just working that day, maybe I'll do it again. Maybe I'll do it again. Who knows? But yeah, let me scroll up and read everybody else's nice messages. Hell yeah, existential crisis about mortality. It's why I was on meds for years. Every day I'm just like, I need to go back on meds. I'm dealing with too much facing my emotions. Good on Bun for facing the hard emotions. Yeah, it's difficult facing your emotions, but like you gotta do it. You really gotta do it. You can't just store them away in a box and keep them like in a corner of your mind. It's just, it gets really unhealthy, and eventually you just blow up and you have a breakdown, which is something that I've learned the hard way many times. So with something like this, it's better that I just kind of take it head on, so I can grow and mature, you know? As someone who lost their grandparent last year, it's a weird feeling, but being able to speak at the funeral is a huge sign of strength, and to be someone the rest of the family can look to. Yeah, I mean, my brother and I wrote a eulogy, and 90% of the eulogy was like written by my brother because he's a really good writer, but I helped out with, like, you know, the general idea. But everybody kept asking. They were like, oh, are you going to speak? Are you going to speak? Are you going to read part of the eulogy? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm just going to end up sobbing and not make it through. But then I thought about it. And what I ended up doing was my brother read the eulogy, and then I wrote like a little blurb after, like a little prelude to a Shakespeare sonnet that I ended up reading, because my grandma and I really bonded over our mutual love for William Shakespeare. That's something I don't talk about much on stream, but I do love Shakespeare. Titus Andronicus is my favorite Shakespeare, to nobody's surprise here. But I remember we were very close over Shakespeare because she taught English, and she really loved his work. So we talked a lot about how much we loved Macbeth and King Lear. And so I ended up reading Sonnet 18, which was the Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day sonnet, because it's about love, but it's also about grief. And everybody really respected it, so I thought that was cool. But yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling, but I did feel strong after, though. And although I did cry, I knew I was gonna, I still made it through, and I'm glad I did it. Food, yes, food is good. I didn't realize how good of a gift that is until I lived on my own. For real. It's like anytime my parents take me back to my apartment, or like travel back with me to my apartment, they're like, do you want us to take you grocery shopping? And every time they ask, before they can even finish the sentence, I'm like, yes, please. Or when they send me back with food, I get really happy. And sandwich food is the best. You need another Raphael. I need all the Raphaels, guys. I need all the Raphaels, but I'm really happy because I posted it in the Discord server, but my Raphael plushie's duck outfit came in the mail, and he looks so fucking cute. It's a little small on him, so I had to kind of squeeze him in there, but he looks adorable in it. It came with a little paintbrush and paint set. I love it. I'm holding him right now. He's so snuggly. But the boys have been helping a lot. They've been helping me cope quite a bit. Even when I was meeting with tons and tons of friends and family to discuss grief these past few days, I still managed to find 30 minutes to break away and do my dailies. Rest assured, a couple accounts posted Raphael Ninja Turtles and have outed themselves as bots. It's not even spelled the same. It's literally not even spelled the same. These bots can't make it past us. They think they're being so slick. So freaking slick. I get war flashbacks from Cabaret, lol, not because of the content, but because I got crap reviews. Oh yeah, I forgot that you were in that. Well, I bet that was not your fault. I'm sorry to remind you of your war flashbacks, but you know what? Maybe one day you'll be in the Broadway production, and then you'll get rave reviews, and you can heal that trauma. Group party at a restaurant full of laughter and fun conversations. That's the best way to spend your birthday, honestly. I think that sounds amazing. Like, I saw a couple of my friends came by to pay their respects, and I was talking with them, and they were like, Lilith, your birthday is in like a month. What do you want to do? And I was like, I haven't even been thinking about that. I forgot my birthday's in a month, and I thought about it, and I was like, I honestly just want to get hot pot. That's all. I just want to get hot pot and laugh and have some fun conversations. So I really hope you enjoy that birthday. I think that sounds like the perfect way to spend the day. A month, huh? Better have that throne restocked by then. I'm trying. Listen, it's hard to find official Love and Deep Space merchandise. I've been finding all the fan merchandise that I want on there, and I've been putting those on the throne, but it's so hard to find the official stuff, and I'm like, what else should I get? There is a Caleb pendant that I had my eye on that maybe I'll put on there. We'll see. We'll see. Your birthday's a Tuesday. Perfect Lilith Day. That is! Tuesday is usually Lilith Day. With the exception of these past couple of weeks. There was. Yeah, but That usually is Lilith Day, so maybe that would be a good day to stream. I had a lot of fun when I streamed on my birthday last year. We played Untitled Goose Game. I'll have to pick another silly game to play for my birthday. You did stream on birthday and we funded 2.0. I forgot about that. We did that too. Shit. Maybe on this birthday, the birthday money that I'll be able to get from any family or friends can hopefully help fund the rest of 2.0. It's only been a year in the making. 2025, can I please get a single W? Maybe that'll be my W for the year. Knock wood, I'm not gonna jinx that. The last time I had a cast, I lied to my doctor saying I was going abroad on holiday, so I needed it taken off before the official date it was supposed to come off. It was actually a Kiss concert, and there was no way I was going to that gig with a full arm cast on. Please tell me that you still fist banged with your arm that was like okay, and that you didn't break the other one. That's metal as fuck. Listen, if I had a crazy concert coming up and I still had a cast on, I would probably lie to my doctor too. At least if the date was close enough. Were you okay though? I hope that didn't end up injuring your arm more. That's really funny though. Honestly, respect. Of course the bun would like the most bloody and violent Shakespeare play. I do! It was so good. I remember, I'll never forget the face my grandma made when I told her that Titus was my favorite. She was like, oh. Because even though we were very close, she did not hold the same love and regard for the more violent and dark and bloody things that I did. She was a very proper lady. So Titus was definitely not her favorite, but I loved Titus quite a lot. Hate to break it to you, Bun, but your boy has an R tragedy name. What? Okay, I'm gonna try and take a guess as to what R tragedy is. I've never been on that subreddit, but I'm guessing it is a subreddit that makes fun of the bad baby names that like millennial parents will like name their kids. Like Kaylee, but it has like 17 G's in it. Is that what that is? Wait, what do you mean he has a tragedy name? What's wrong with the way that Raphael is spelled? What's wrong with it? It's an artist's name. He's an artist. He's only a little bit tragic. There's literally a whole ass character in that game named Silas. Silas. And you want to say Raphael has a tragedy name? If I've gotten this subreddit wrong, then I will eat my shoe. I haven't had a group party at a place like at a restaurant in a while. I've gone to a water park, just not a restaurant. I haven't been to a water park in a very long time. I like water parks more than amusement parks. I'm not really much of an amusement park person. But a water park also sounds like a fun way to spend your birthday. I call them like I see them. What's tragic about Raphael's name? I think it's a sexy name. I like it. And they had to give all of them like hot boy names. Their names are Xavier, Zane, Raphael, Silas, and Caleb. Well, I don't know if I'd exactly call Caleb a sexy name. But the rest of them are kinda. Okay, I got it right. Currently in the top post of the month on Tragedy subreddit, and there's a girl named Lexapro. Oh no. Now that's just a darn shame. That's just a darn shame. What would you do if you had a friend who named their kid Refrigerator? Or like Graduation, or something like that. Like imagine you had a friend and they were like, this is my child, Graduation. This is my child, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Extended Edition Director's Cut. That would be a sick-ass name. Wasn't Silas the villain from Mass Effect? What it is definite. Silas is a villain's name. And as you could probably guess, Silas is like the mafia boss character. He's like the most popular one here in the West. Like he's the one that like all of the girls really love here. I'm here happy with Raphael, so they can all have their Silas. And yeah, he does spell it with a Y. He spells it Sylus. What would I do? Laugh? Yeah, I'd laugh too. I wouldn't be sure whether I could call them a genius or batshit insane. I feel bad for the poor child. Especially when it comes to like their high school graduation. SMH, all these bots are trying to deface Raphael because Raphael Ninja Turtles got them found out. How many bots are in there? Hang on, I gotta check the Discord. How many bots are in there right now? Alright, only a couple right now. Only like 1 or 2 Raphael bots right now. Ninja Turtles AI. Silas was the one Turian Spectre that murked at the beginning of the game. It's such a fucking villain's name. For my mom's birthday, we did that. My mom's birthday is almost a month. My birthday is almost a month away from hers. Don't know how I didn't know this by now, but my mom and my brother's birthday are exactly 2 months apart. Me and my brother, we are 3 years and 3 days apart. So every year on his birthday, he always loves to relish in like the few days that he's 4 years older than me and not 3 years older than me. Every year he relishes in it and he just loves to remind me of that. But it's a good thing it's only a couple of days that he's 4 years. I mean, maybe now not quite as much since we're like not kids anymore. And it's like, damn, we're getting older. But still, he still does like to relish in that fact. It's Saren, not Silas, Dr. Bot, right? Uh-oh, one of my own mods is a bot! Flip him! Flip him! Flip him! If my friend named their kid Graduation, I would immediately give them the nickname Vitamin C and only ever call them that. Not Vitamin G? G for Graduation? Hello, bonjour. Bonjour, Cast Iron. Hello, hello. So good to see you. Welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, all. I'm very happy that it's almost the weekend and I can relax and just chill. Nihilus, not Silas. Damn, Nihilus, not Silas. Lumi and I are 3 hours apart. Oh yeah, you two have the same birthday. I think that's the most adorable thing. It's like every year you get to have double the celebration. You guys, you have so many days a year to just celebrate each other. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? And you get to do a gift exchange every year on your birthday, like it's Christmas. I think that's pretty neat. He was on screen for not even 10 minutes. Still, you're a bot. You get flipped. I'm so close to the end of my day. Oh, you can taste the weekend. It's almost there. It's almost there. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I did not expect Mass Effect disinformation discourse. I mean, I don't know shit about Mass Effect, so I'm just gonna believe anything that you guys say. Anything that you guys say in chat, I'm just gonna take as fact, even if it's wrong. Also, speaking of video games, I've been like so out of the loop lately. I haven't been in reality these past couple of weeks because of everything going on. So I'm just like, I've been missing so much in video game news. Like, I didn't watch the Switch 2 announcement. I feel like I don't really know anything about like what's coming out. The only thing I saw was a couple of gifs of a cow in Mario Kart riding on a bike. And honestly, I think that's all that I need to see. So is the Switch 2 gonna be worth it, do you guys think? I saw that it's gonna be like only $450, which isn't so bad. Although I know due to certain circumstances, it'll probably be inflated a little bit. But I'm very out of the loop right now. Like is there anything that's worth checking out in the video game world at the moment that I may have missed from the past couple of weeks. I love a good birthday. Me too. Usually not my own, but I like other people's birthdays. Other people's birthdays are nice. Lilith and mine's birthdays are exactly 1 month apart, give or take a few thousand years. Yeah, exactly. I'm 5,000 years older than Jacob. But we are a month apart, it's true. Yay, 13 birthdays. Don't buy that shit. Why not? $80 to $90 games, yeah. I don't like that part. I think I'm gonna have to start making the switch to digital downloads. I don't think I'm gonna be able to buy physical games anymore. Cause that's crazy. But also, like, when you switch to doing all digital downloads, you have to buy more SD cards because it takes up more memory than a physical game would. So it's like there's really no winning, which is really annoying. But $80 to $90 games is ridiculous. I hate now that it's like the games are becoming a luxury. It's weird. So I shouldn't buy it. But what's gonna happen when they don't come out with any Switch 1 games anymore and I have to buy a Switch 2? I think it will be eventually. I might not get it right away unless Metroid 4 Prime is a launch title. I'm probably not going to get it at launch, just because I would rather save up for my model than a new Switch. But probably once a game comes out that I just know I have to get and I can't avoid it anymore, and it's not out on the original Switch, I'll probably have to take the plunge. But I'm prioritizing the model first. Like, I do the model and then maybe afterwards save up for the Switch 2. But I also want to save up for a tablet because I want to play Infinity Nikki on it. Is that dumb? Is it dumb to want to save up for a tablet so you can play mobile gacha games on it because there's not enough space on your phone or computer? It might be a little dumb. But again, model comes first. Switch 2 discourse was so wild. Was there really a lot of discourse over it? I definitely missed that. Garrus is best boy. Well, that's a great name. So yeah, I would say he is best boy, even though I don't know anything about Mass Effect. I would recommend playing Mass Effect, but not on stream. It's kind of difficult to stream because it's so goddamn long. That's why I had to stop streaming Persona 3, because I love that game so much, but it's so long that I just knew it would take forever. And it eventually like got to a point where I was so deep in the game that I'm just like, if new people come in, they're like not gonna know what's happening and people are gonna get spoiled, so I don't know. But yeah, really, really long games are kind of hard to stream, as much as I love them. I've been enjoying playing short games on stream lately. That's been a lot of fun. I know I want to play I want to coordinate with Libra to play the second chapter of Cube Escape next week, because we left off on a cliffhanger and we beat the first chapter last time, so I want to play that again soon. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if I eventually get the Switch too. I'm the worst Nintendo fan. I was only awake for the new Rhythm Heaven and Everybody's Golf, so a Switch 2 I don't think is in the cards for me. Is the new Pokemon Legends game, that one's still gonna come out on Switch 1, right? When they were called out, Doug Bowser said, buy a Switch 1. Out of context, that sounds like such an asshole thing to say. It's on par to what SNES games were cost-wise. That's still so crazy expensive. I did see that they're coming out soon with the GameCube collection expansion on the eShop. That's not gonna be a Switch 2 exclusive, right? Because if that's gonna be on Switch 1, that gives me the idea to play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness and Pokemon Coliseum on stream, because those were like some of my favorite childhood games. I love those games so much, and to be able to play those on stream and like share my love of those games with you guys would just be awesome. Nintendo corporate greed, for real. For real, I wish games were just accessible for everybody. That's why now I mostly just play indie games. I mostly just play indie games because I like supporting small studios and creators. And indie games are just more affordable. They're more accessible. Like, I can play really amazing indie games for like $5, $10. Like, My Side was only like 20. Mouthwashing was only like 15. And these were like some of the best games I played in so long. So I don't know. I'm really on the indie game train at the moment. But I guess if when they come out with the new Animal Crossing, it's gonna be hard to avoid. Ah! The Switch 2 also needs some fancy new SD card. What the fuck? And that's gonna cost $8 million. Not really. Also tariffs. Yeah, the tariffs are gonna hike up the prices like crazy. I want to have hope. I want to, but maybe that's just copium. I don't know. I really don't know what it will actually cost because it's up in the air. I thought I read somewhere that it was going to be $450. I remember when I bought my Switch 1, that was like $450. But I also bought it like a year or two after it came out, and I got the special edition Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Switch, so that may have tacked on like an extra like $70 to $100. But it was worth it. It's worth it. I wouldn't buy at launch. Most of the games highlighted the Direct for Switch 2 are graphical upgrades for current Switch 1 game. Not worth it then. Definitely not worth it at launch. I never buy next-gen consoles at launch. I rarely do. Really, the only things that I ever buy at launch are like new Pokemon games. But I'll very rarely get a next-gen console at launch. I'm not really, I've never really been in a rush to get one. I may love video games, but I'm not really that kind of gamer. And I really just play most of my games on PC now. Canada doesn't get to pre-order until US tariffs are figured out, which sucks. Ugh. Don't even get me started. But I'm not gonna get into that on stream today, but yeah, it is a really, really unfortunate situation right now. Was an asshole thing to say in context too. True! So many good cheap games on itch. True, yeah, on itch too. On Steam and itch. It's just like a gold mine of great games for cheap. And the money goes directly towards supporting these creators. And I don't know, I really like supporting small studios and small creators because they just have such great ideas and amazing games that just, like, I don't know, usually don't see the light of day by most people. Indie games will play on almost any PC too. Right, yeah. Like people who have Mac computers are usually able to play most indie games. So that makes it more accessible as well. Not sure if those GameCube emulator games will be on Switch 1. I feel like Nintendo would make them Switch 2 only to push the console. Yeah. I mean, it can't be that much of a graphical push for the Switch 1 to play GameCube games. It's probably not much of a push at all. W Slow Gamer here, I take my time. I do too, I always have. Cause like growing up, I wasn't poor growing up, but I wasn't rich either. So it's like growing up when my brother and I wanted a console, like a GameCube or something, we would save up for it. Like our parents would give us a small weekly allowance. And then we used that allowance after a while to save up for our own GameCube. And sure, we bought it maybe a year or two after it came out, but we felt so accomplished after. And it was still great. The games were still playable and fun, and we still invited lots of friends over to play. So yeah, I never feel the rush to buy right when it comes out. I get FOMO on some other things, but I don't really get FOMO on that. I usually don't get FOMO on consoles. A lot of indie games are just better too, since they have a unified vision and they don't need to cater to corporate interests, right? Yeah, it's like I played so many indie games that have these like really deep and meaningful messages and all the and incredible themes and just topics that you wouldn't see them cover in AAA games because they want to appeal to as many people as possible. So it's like, oh no, we can't put that risque subject in that game. What will the children think? But indie games are like, fuck that. We're gonna make you think. We're gonna make you uncomfortable. And that's what art's supposed to do. Schedule 1 was also made by like one guy and has been more fun than Assassin's Creed 6. I downloaded the demo just today because somebody said in the Discord server that there's a demo for that game because you guys recommended it to me. I was a little nervous when I saw it at first because I was like, is Twitch cool with Schedule 1? Because it's a game where you, like, you're Heisenberg. But apparently lots of streamers have been playing it. It's the new big indie game. So that'll also be on the agenda for hopefully next week or the week following, playing the demo for Schedule 1 because it looks like a lot of fun. I don't have experience, or at least a lot of experience with Tycoon games. So it'll be a new experience for me for sure. But hey, we all have to start somewhere. And maybe if I end up enjoying it, I'll buy more Tycoon games. Because I've always wanted to try Roller Coaster Tycoon. I may not be a fan of roller coasters, but if there's one thing that I love doing, it's having a little bit of Lilith lettuce at the end of the night and watching videos of people's crazy Roller Coaster Tycoon creations. Because it's just so much damn fun. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend... I won't encourage it, because I don't want to encourage certain behaviors on stream. But it is pretty fun. I don't think I bought a game at launch in 15 years. I really only get Pokemon games at launch. And it's really just because, honestly, and even the only reason why I even buy Pokemon games at launch is because for some reason, every time a new Pokemon game releases, I have to go to a convention that day. Like, it's really weird. Like, I have a convention that I have to attend that day, and there's usually either a GameStop near that convention, or they're selling the game at the convention. Like, every time a new Pokemon game releases, I'm going to a convention for some reason, so I'm just like, well, the game is here, so I may as well buy it. But there is always something kind of like, I always get this sort of nostalgic, childlike feeling whenever I start a new Pokemon game, especially when it's like nighttime and it's really cozy out. Top 5 feelings, starting a new Pokemon game at nighttime when it's really cozy. I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes when I get a new Pokemon game, I wait until it's dark out to start playing it. Ooh, I can post in what played too. I got Somnium Files on the Deep Deep sale and I'm enjoying it. We're checking out, yo, I love the Somnium Files games. I never hear people talking about those. Those games are so good. They're always on sale too. Like once for a friend's birthday, I bought them a copy of the game just because it was only like $3. And I'm like, this game's amazing. It was only $3, play it. I love those games so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It was on sale at PlayStation at least. It goes on sale on Steam a lot too. I was watching Zen play it last night with friends. You'll be fine. All right, that's good. Wait, is it multiplayer? Is there a multiplayer mode for Schedule 1? That gives me some ideas. Mouse played it, I believe. All right, well, if Mouse played it and is fine, then probably a little small fry like me can play it and be fine. Assassin's Creed. Is it as doo-doo as... I assume... You mean Ass Creed? Ass Creed? Back at school, in college, I used to watch my friends play Assassin's Creed a lot. They loved the Assassin's Creed where you were a pirate, and I would have to hear the goddamn sea shanties whenever they played, and I would hate it whenever they would have to kill a whale in that game, which they would do a lot. They would sometimes they would turn to me. I'd be sitting on the couch and they'd have this evil grin on their face and they'd be like, Lilith, it's time to go whaling. And I'd be like, no! And I'd run upstairs so I didn't have to see them kill the whale. Aiba is so freaking cute. I love Aiba. And wait till you get to the second game and you meet the other eyeball character. But yeah, I love Aiba. Aiba's great. I have a figure of Aiba in my room. She's very cute. Oh, Kaname Date, my stupid, stupid, idiot, dumbass, porn brain, stupid, idiot love. Yeah, those games, they're so good because it's like they have these really intense, like, M. Night Shyamalan style twist mysteries. And they're very interesting and fun and crazy to play. And they can honestly get kind of violent at times. But then they also have these moments that are just so stupid and ridiculous. And the protagonist in the first game is... he's fucking insane. Kaname Date. But we love him. And oh my god, the boss. Yep. Yeah. Classic Uchikoshi, including at least one character in his game who has just the largest breasts you have ever seen in your life. But hey! I'm not complaining. Oh, the pirate ass Creed is goated though. That's a good one. I mean, they always seem to be having fun whenever they played. I just didn't like whenever they would have to kill the whales. Ass Creed is made by Ubisoft. Big boobs sitting at the desk. Big boobs. What? But yes, speaking of games, we'll continue the conversation because this is a chatty game. Let's play some Power Wash. I need a good wash. I need a good wash, everybody. I need to wash out my damn brain. I need to give me brain a good washing. Yes, I do, I reckon. Also, are they really coming out with a Power Wash Simulator 2? Is that actually a thing that's happening? And hang on, everybody, I'm just putting on the tunes. I'm putting on the tunes, everyone. I'm putting on the tunes. Now playing Slow-Fi. Slow-Fi's DMCA free lo-fi playlist. Actually... yeah. I want a Pokemon song. Let's do Once Upon a Time from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, that's the vibe. That's the vibe, everybody. Get nice and cozy. Grab yourself some tea or another hot drink of choice. Gonna get real cozy tonight. It's a Friday. The weekend's almost here. And you are now enjoying the smooth sounds of Slow-Fi video game music on 96.1 Lilith FM. Okay, specials. Let's see. What should we do today, everybody? We can go back to SpongeBob. We can go back to Shrek. We can start the Wallace and Gromit DLC, which it could be fun. Seasonal adventures. It's not really the time of year for a seasonal adventure now, is it? We could go to Midgar. I don't know what that's from. I guess it's just Midgar. Wallace and Gromit DLC? Yeah, why don't we try the new Wallace and Gromit DLC? That sounds like it could be cute. Let's do the Wallace and Gromit. Oh, Midgar? Oh yeah, Final Fantasy. How could I forget? Silly bunny. Silly wabbit. Twix are for kids. Alright, yeah. Let's do Wallace and Gromit's dining room and kitchen. Somebody has made a mess. Cheese, Gromit. Chit-chat-o-matic initiated. Talk about dodgy breakfasts, Gromit. Our contraptions have caught a nasty virus. A nasty virus? And Otto Chef's had a serious malfunction. There's egg and whatnot all over the place. Still no point in crying over spilt milk. This is a perfect opportunity to test my latest inventions. Wish lads in position, standing by for instructions, and our chit-chat-o-matics booted up and ready for relay. Time to get power washing. Suds away! Start the job. They got cheese whiz all over the place, Gromit. Yes, we're getting our British vibes in, everybody. So yes, that would make it very appropriate for everybody to get a cup of tea. Oh look, it looks like they're actual inventions. Wait, what the hell happened over here? Wallace! Wallace, you got cheese everywhere! Oh no, what a cheesy mess. What a cheesy, cheesy little mess. I guess I'm just gonna have to lick it all up. I say, wash lads, quick off the blocks. Sorry, I don't know why I'm giving him this like, oi Mr. Yumi Dad voice. I just supped this Calypso. It's fucking mingin'. Paradise Punch lemonade. It is fucking mingin'. Suck your dad. It's mingin'. It's fucking mingin'. Has anybody seen that? That's one of my favorite videos. It's the evil version of the German boy who goes, oh, Fortnite ut an Cola. Yippee. It's angry British girl over her Calypso. Command clean kitchen and dining room ASAP. And thank you for the hydrate, by the way. Also, welcome, Sky Shinobi. Welcome. Fake fan, do you even want your face grated on Tifa's abs like cheese? What? When did I say I didn't want that? I want to be grated like cheese on Tifa's abs. This is Feather McGraw's fault somehow. We'll get that silly little bullock. Yes, we will. Aw, Wallace is sending me emojis. How cute. Death by cheese. He died the way he lived. Amen. He died doing what he loved. Shaun the Sheep! Did you guys see the Shaun the Sheep movie? It was really cute. I love that fucking sheep. He died doing what he loved. Eating cheese. My favorite Wallace and Gromit is the one where they go to the moon to look for cheese. Wait, if you compare yourself to the table, why are you like 3 feet tall? Oh my god, you're right! Chat, don't say it. Oh, we're redeeming? You want 5 minutes of British Lilith? Do you like that voice? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes of British Lilith. I'm glad you like the voice. I've also... Last week, I did a lot of work for my job, and I had to do a lot of crazy voices. So I've been feeling a bit punchy with them lately. Alright, 5 minutes on the clock. Let's go! Time to clean the place! It's mingin'! It's fucking mingin'! Oi, mister! You me dad! The wrong trousers is a mini masterpiece. I'll hear no other opinions on this. Good day. I said good day, sir. Penny for a pound. I like the werewolf movie was also good. I quite like the werewolf movie. No, were-rabbit! Were-rabbit! Attack of the were-rabbit. I'm a were-rabbit. It's me. I'm the were-rabbit. Ow! I howl at the moon. Don't say it, chat. Don't say it! Don't say it! Why are so many VTubers around 5 feet or shorter? Shut up! I said don't say it! I knew one of you was going to make that joke. How very dare you? How very, very dare you? Your entire bloodline shall be cursed. Cursed, I say! Are you an were-rabbit? No. No. Blissfully unaware rabbit. I'm Lilith, the British rabbit. I'm not gonna buy the Switch 2. I won't buy an $80 game. What the fuck? Who the fuck is messaging me? I was going to say, if you howl at the moon, the CM answer back. Let's give it a go, shall we? Ow! She said she's proud of me for playing Love in Deep Space. That's the cutest howl ever. Thank you! Yippee! Shaun the sheep. Wow, I really am short, aren't I? Tiny. Tiny. So tiny. Please, sir. I'm just a wee Victorian child. I didn't mean to steal a loaf of bread. It's just my papa. He's sick. He ate too much glue at the glue factory. And now he can't swallow anymore. Won't you lend a hand? Just a wee loaf of bread. If you don't, I'll kill you. Moose! Moose. I love Moose. Good day, sir. Can I wash your cheese away? In all my days of power washing, I've never had to power wash a cheese. Major cheese explosion. After a while, it must smell real bad in there. Oh. Hehe. Okay. Timer's out. I'm sorry if I offended any British people. If I'm asked to do an accent again, it probably will happen again. Susan made dinner. How lovely. Who is this moose? When did Wallace kill a moose? Did he kill a moose? No, he wouldn't do that. He's a gentle soul. Him and that dog of his. Him and that doggy dog. Oh, yes. I miss those sounds. That sound, that's pure dopamine right there, everybody. Pure dopamine. Ah. The sound of accomplishment, of a hard day's work. It's so weird. I get like a... almost a visceral reaction now. Anytime I see power washing out in public. Like when I go by a truck... You know, like one of those handyman trucks where it's like, you know, I do all sorts of things. I plumb for you. I change your tires. I mow your lawn. I power wash. And whenever I see power washing in that list of services, my brain makes the Kill Bill sirens. And I'm like, I could be doing that right now. I could be doing that. I could be washing at this very moment. And instead, I'm out in public. Why would I do an awful thing like that when I could be washing? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. What is this pink stuff? Pepto-Bismol! Yikes. Wow. It's hard to believe that there's a house under here, right, chat? Let's get these curtains. They have a nice house, though. It's very cozy. Really lovely little house. Wallace gets a girlfriend in one of the movies, right? Our wash lad's showing a clean pair of heels, eh, Gromit? Clean pair of heels? Wallace? Wallace, what have you been up to? Who do you have over? That emoji. Oh my goodness. He's playing coy. Mans is playing coy. I know what you're getting into. Wallace is fucking. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing, chat. Wallace is fucking. He's out here making the hanky-panky. And that's how this cheese got everywhere. What kind of freaky shit is he into? I don't want to know. If you ain't washing, you ain't living. That's the motto. If you ain't washing, then you're just getting dirty. Who wants that? What kind of eggs got sprayed all over this house? That's so wasteful in this economy. Precious cargo. How could you? Show a clean pair of heels means that you're going fat. Oh. Is that supposed to be a Britishism? I've literally never heard that phrase before. Turning a clean pair of heels. Oh, But if you're going fast, doesn't that make your shoes dirtier? Oh, like turning a clean pair of heels dirty. Okay. I get it. Wallace is the real villain of every Wallace and Gromit film. He puts that poor dog through hell. That man traumatizes his dog every movie. And the dog still stays with him. It's like Stockholm Syndrome at this point. It's okay, Gromit. You're a free man. You're a smart dog. No need to stay with that clown show. I thought the chicken was the villain every movie. Yeah, Wallace is probably the real villain. The chicken's just warning him. SMH, learn your British. I'm sorry. I don't know all my Britishisms. I don't watch enough BBC. I watched Drag Race UK. I watched Merlin when I was a teenager. I watched one season of Doctor Who. I watched Game of Thrones. You could say I'm a real Anglophile. I love the Beatles. I still need to see the new Wallace and Gromit movie, though. I didn't have any time to watch movies while I was home. Usually when I go home to see my parents, I watch a movie like every night, because they always ask me to watch something with them. But this time around, there was just too much going on. Now, Gromit, blink twice if you need help. I know you can't bark twice. Yeah, rely on your physicality, Gromit. You're very good at that. It's like how my friend's cat can't meow. So he has to find other ways to make his voice heard. Like pressing his paw up against the door thousands of times. Excuse me. I think Wallace almost got a girlfriend in a close shave. I thought there was another one where he almost got a girlfriend. I don't remember which one it was. Maybe it was the Were-Rabbit one? Or maybe he almost got a girlfriend in the Were-Rabbit one. Well, at least Wallace isn't an incel. Like, he's capable of pulling women. He just needs to be better to his dog. Because women don't like it when you're not nice to your dog. At least I don't like it when people aren't nice to their dogs. Be nice to your dog. Beep, 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 beep. God, I'm really punchy today. Because I spent so much time away from streaming. I thought I would be sick of talking, because these past few days I've been doing nothing but talking. Just to all the people coming in and out of my parents' house. It got very tiring. But thankfully I didn't have 8,000 people asking me if I had a boyfriend, so that was nice. They just asked if I was still doing that voice acting thingy. Yes, I'm still doing that voice acting thingy. You all know how it is. She didn't like cheese, so it wasn't meant to be. That would be a deal breaker for me too. How can you not like cheese? I've met people who don't like cheese, and I that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Not liking cheese is not liking joy. It's cheese. There's so many different kinds of cheeses too. So it's like with cats. If you don't like cheese, that just means you haven't eaten the right cheese. It's like, I feel like maybe if I really, really, really disciplined myself, I could potentially go vegetarian. And I don't think I could go vegan. Only for the fact of cheese. Like, I could cut milk out, easy. Replace it with oat milk or cashew milk, that's fine. They're starting to make a lot better dairy-free ice creams out there. Eggs make your farts stinky anyway. But cheese? Cheese I couldn't cut. I can't do it. Is there like a stool anywhere? Why am I so fucking short? I ask myself every day of my life. Wallace is not like a short dude. Not from what I remember. He's like a pretty average height guy. Don't throw those at me. Don't make me fart. Vengeance Most Foul was excellent. I had a great time with it. I want to see it. I think it's on streaming now. I think I heard my roommate watching it a couple weeks ago. Thingy, you know, just your professional career. Yeah. Yeah, you know, just the thing that I use to, like, you know, pay my rent and help me work towards getting into the Screen Actors Guild and, you know. Providing entertainment for your 5-year-old daughters. just that. It's cool. Yeah, just my voice acting thingy. I don't know. People don't understand the artsy jobs as much. It's a new world out there for the boomers, I guess. Even some of the Hollow girls still get that from their parents. I mean, the thing, it's so hard to explain to people, especially of like certain generations. Explaining what you do when you're a VTuber. Because even just explaining to streaming to people, they always have a million questions. And they always give me that look. That look that they don't even need to say it, but I know they're thinking, is it a sex thing? And I always have to explain, I literally just play video games. It's when you mention the money part that they think that. Because they think cam girls. And I always have to be like, I just play games. Certain splatters of this cheese paint resemble a Rembrandt painting. Don't you think? Half a mo. If a wash lad moves things about. Yeah, we hear you with your naturally occurring lactase. And I mean, I don't even care about my lactose intolerance. I'll still eat the cheese. I'll still eat the cheese, Gromit. I heard Nimmy say that it's impossible to really be vegan in the US because so many things have processed sugar that use animal products in their processing. Yeah, it's like, think about every time you buy, like, a candy bar or some sort of snack or granola bar at the store. And then you see that little thing at the bottom that says, may have been made in a factory that uses milk products or tree nuts or, you know, what have you. So she's right. A lot of processed foods just have animal product in them. So it is very hard to be vegan here. And that's why it's so expensive, because if you want food that doesn't have any sort of animal product or snack, then you have to get, like, the organic stuff. The really fresh produce, and that's more expensive. So it's hard. And there's a financial barrier to being a vegan in America. And I'd have to give up cheese, which, no thank you. So yeah, if you're trying to be vegan in America, I commend you. You're working hard. I wish I was as strong as you. The internet is just for pornography and for getting scammed boomer disco. Yeah. Boomers do think a lot of the internet is just sex still. Thankfully, my parents are, like, cool about it. They don't entirely understand streaming, like, and how it works, but they think it's cool. Oh, here's a stool. I needed that. Maybe Wallace and Gromit's furniture is just all really, really big and tall. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not that I'm short. Maybe we either just got shrunk, or they just live in a really tall house. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Oh, this is definitely giving grandparent house. I think one thing that changed streaming culture is realizing that ad revenue just isn't enough to support someone if you want them to keep making entertaining content. I know. And that's why everybody's always like, you have to take sponsorships. You have to post on other social media. And it's really tough out there because I want to be able to do all those other things, but I have so much other shit going on that it's hard to be able to create like these huge goals for myself and be able to like think about VTubing and be like, yeah, I wanna be able to stream to X amount of people, or I want to grow this much. Now I'm kind of just I want to just keep doing my thing, having fun. Still getting a new model and working on new fun projects, for sure. But not really focusing on, like, being the next big VTuber. I don't think I even want to be the next big VTuber. That just sounds like too much pressure, to be honest. But eventually, if I can ever have enough money and time for it, I'd like to hire somebody to edit clips to put on YouTube. And maybe somebody to help me find sponsorships. Ones that, like, I would actually want to work on. Ones that products I'd actually believe in. Maybe I could get that Love and Deep Space sponsorship. That would be cool. I already see people are sponsored by Infinity Nikki. Ooh, if I could be sponsored by Infinity Nikki, that would be sick. I would die. Welcome, Lord Sukuna. Welcome, welcome. Meep, meep. I'm doing all right. How are you? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Friday. Fell asleep by accident. That happens to me a lot. That happened to me this morning, in fact. I woke up. I said, just give me 5 more minutes. I closed my eyes, and I fell asleep for another hour. It's been a long week, though, so I really needed the rest. Let's see. I need to figure out how to get this little part here. Come on. Can I fit it somewhere? Oh, okay. We'll do it like that. I always forget I have a jump button that I can use. I rely too much on the stool and completely forget I have a jump button I can use. A perfectly good jump button. Get the inside. This is a nice lamp. It looks kind of vintage. Wallace has a good eye for furniture. I'll give him that. He could be an interior decorator. I sounded Australian when I said that. Could be an interior decorator. I love lamp. I love lamp. Brick, I think you have a concussion. I love lamp. The stool is just so natural to Lilith's real life habit. Shut up. You shut your face. Shut your freaking mouth. You don't know anything. Shut up. Stop it. Don't talk to her. She doesn't want to talk to you. Go away. Hope Wallace doesn't mind that I'm gonna stand on his table. What is all this fucking pink cheese? Well, you know what? I'll give him this. Definitely still better than the SpongeBob DLC. Where they didn't know how to write their characters. Thank you very much. I'm so good at... Don't worry, y'all. I cleaned my boots before I came in here. I did it. I cleaned the boots. They're on top of the table. That's a pretty teapot. Look how nice this home is. Oh, and he has settings for 2. He may not be the best to Gromit all the time, but at least he sets the table for him. Do you guys think that Wallace and Snoopy would get along? I think they'd be friends. I feel like I could see him chilling at the dog park together playing cards. What do you think? Lilith walking on the table and doesn't even need to duck down? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You people come to my chat every day. And you tell me I'm short. And you get the same amount of enjoyment out of it every time. Does it never get old? Are you never satisfied with the torment? I'm gonna make a shrink ray one day. And it's gonna look like this power washer here. So one of these days, I'm gonna approach the cult. And you're gonna be like, oh, Lilith, what a nice power washer you got in your hands. And I'll be like, thank you. Thank you! And then I press a button and you're shrunked. And I get to be the one who makes the short jokes. Yeah? Yeah. Nincompoops. Augustus Gloop, what a big fat nincompoop. Oh wait, I forget, do I have my Extendatron Jet Wash 5000 long extension? We're equipping that. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna buy the soaps anymore. I feel like they don't really make much of a difference. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ha, 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 Ooh. I can't remember the last time I hit that note. Oh, hang on, everybody. Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. Oh, we got the whole ceiling. Wait! Look how nice the dining room looks. It's almost fully cleaned. Just need to get a couple spots up here. We're almost there. Beautiful. I'm so good at my job. Some serious mold issue the ceiling has, just like real British homes. It isn't a British home unless you have a potential asbestos. I didn't know we were in J.K. Rowling's home. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay. Let's move on to... Oh. You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this is the kitchen. But it's a little hard to tell. Yeah, no, this is the kitchen, alright. Yep. This is the kitchen, alright. Whew. Yeah. We got our work cut out for us, people. Let's clean Wallace's kitchen. And his cute little model train set. I have a cousin who has a model train set, and it's the coolest thing ever. He loves that model train set. He's always getting new little trains for it. He's got a whole little village set up. It's so cute. Every time we visit, I always have to see the train set and see how it's evolved. What the fuck is this thing, by the way? Is this a giant cupcake? Rightio, Gromit. I've had another crack at Washy Lad's commands. What do you reckon? Are we supposed to be Gromit? Oh my god, Wallace is terrible. He's making his dog power wash his entire home. You lazy motherfucker. Do it yourself. I don't even have thumbs. I'm a dog. Gibbs. It's funny because she's terrible. That she is. Oh, look at the doggy paw prints. You know what's not terrible? Cute doggy paw prints. Damn, what must have been some well-aged cheese blew up in there. Cheese does not smell good if you leave it out for too long, so I'm just... God, the smell must be next level in here. I hope that, Gromit's wearing a hazmat suit and a mask. Otherwise, that is not gonna be a happy puppy. Oh, I like that they have a piece of art that's just a slice of cake. This is really cute and wholesome, just like Wallace and Gromit. Investigators couldn't determine what the fuck happened in the kitchen. A cold case to this day. Seriously, what do you guys think happened here exactly? Because we have obviously some sort of tussle or commotion happened around here, because we have pink paw prints coming out of this big gooey pink explosion which emerged out of the fridge. We have a little bit of environmental storytelling here, but I'm trying to put it together. Is this what happened in the movie? And yeah, Wallace is the villain, because he's making Gromit clean all this up when it was probably his fault. Maybe he's, indisposed right now. Maybe he had to go to the hospital due to injury. Still, this is unfair. Wallace is so cheap, he couldn't have hired a power washer. He's making his dog do it. It's a hard dog life. Woof, woof. It's a hard dog life. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof. But anyway, back to the Switch 2. So what games did they announce for launch? So it's just like upgraded versions of old games, and I imagine some like proof of concept games. Or games that show you what the hardware can do, essentially, like Astrobot type games. You all make it seem like there's not really anything that's worth it to get on there upon release. I think it's Gromit giving command. Oh, yeah, no, it's a robot. Okay, so Gromit's giving the commands to the robot. That's what Wallace is talking about in the texts. Okay. Context clues. Thank you. We're the robot. I hope that we don't go awry and, did the robot cause this explosion, though? I bet it was a different invention that caused whatever the hell this is. Mario Kart 9. Oh! Mario Kart 9? Right. Yeah, that's where the cow came from. That's exciting. I want Mario Kart 9. Minigame compilations and Deltarune chapters 1 through 4. Well, I could play Deltarune on PC if I ever wanted to. So I don't need to get that on Switch, too. %69% wash. Nice. Oh, damn it. Now it's 71. Not nice. Wow, we're getting really far into it, though. Cool. This is a lot easier to clean than Dual Lock. They really started us on a grand adventure for our first wash in the Shrek universe. Some ports of old games, like Cyberpunk 77 and Yakuza, that would have been impossible in the old Switch hardware, mostly to flex the new Switch's power. Wait, there were no Yakuza games on Switch before? Well, if the games can have so much processing power, can they finally make a new Pokemon game that doesn't look visually like Booty Hole? Sorry, I hate to be that person. But I'm gonna be that person. Make Pokemon games pretty. We deserve better. I have been a loyal fan of this franchise for many, many years. I'll spend money on a well thought out, good looking Pokemon game. Gimme Silk Song. Is that on Switch 1? I guess that's not on Switch 1. If you want it on Switch 2. Oh, Lilith, funny you mentioned PS5 free pack in game Astro's Playroom. The Switch 2 tech demo looks so bad that they want $10 for it. No, absolutely not. Boo-boo. I'm gonna use that $10 to buy a latte and a pastry, thank you very much. Not play a shovelware-ass tech demo. You could play Deltarune on Switch, but you know what would be advised? Finishing Undertale first. One of these days, Fluffy. One of these days. I feel like at this point I just have to start Undertale over. Do full genocide run! No. That is gonna be hard as balls. I'd probably try to do a mercy run before that. And then cry. Undertale was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Some of those later battles got me stressed. But it was beautiful. Or is beautiful. Pokemon won't be launching, but ZA was actually running a stable frame rate at the Direct. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm pretty excited for ZA because I really liked the first Legends game. I thought it was kind of fun and refreshing. And really relaxing. Like, that was like my chill, relax game for a while. Urethra! I got it, Gromit! Urethra. Does the new Legends game clear the Lilith bar? Well, we'll see. We'll see when I start playing it. I don't know. Could end up being booty. But I like the Kalos region. It's France. Welcome, bienvenue. Also, for some ungodly reason, Hogwarts Legacy porting for Switch 2, a game nobody asked for. Yeah, I'm gonna be skipping that one. Can't say I got a real interest in that game. I just want to play Infinity Nikki. Is that too much to ask for? I'm gonna get my tablet and I'm gonna play Infinity Nikki on it. Sponsor me, Infinity Nikki. Sponsor me. Sponsor me. I never ask for sponsorships. I usually shit on them, but Infinity Nikki, Infold. Infold, I am forever indebted to you. Sponsor me. And give me a new PC so I can play it. I want the Pretty Clothes game. Please, I loved the first one. I used to be addicted to it. Love Nikki Dress Up Queen. Yeah, no, you guys are not going to be seeing me playing the Bob Warts game. I do not have interest. Hogwarts Legacy proving normies don't give a fuck and will never do anything to be in Harry Potter. I know, it's also just kind of at this point like you give it a rest. I guess it was kind of fun when I went to the world at Universal, but like I've grown out of the Harry Potter phase. And the authors just ruined it for me. OMG, did you see the embarrassing 8 FPS game chat demo? 8 FPS game chat demo? What is that? What is that series of words that just escaped from your lips? What do you mean by that? Game chat demo? As in there's a demo for like a game where you like simulate being chat? Ew, what happened to the sink? Why is it red in there? Wallace killed someone. Y'all, well, Wallace killed a man. He killed a man and then hit the town and made his dog clean up the mess. Yells like Kratos, Infinity Nikki, sponsor me and my life is yours! Please! Please enfold! I've given you money before. I spent $22 to get that Raphael card that I never pulled. $22! Maybe if I stream a gacha game, I'll finally get that streamer luck. And, like, actually have good polls. Libra had some good polls when I watched her stream gacha games a couple weeks ago. Oh yeah, the Switch 2 will have a knockoff Discord built in, and it sucks. I have some feelings about that. Why do we need that? That is most definitely gonna get overrun by, like, children. Because, I mean, it's Nintendo. Why do they want to compete with Discord now? I mean, I guess it is kind of a multi-million-dollar corpo at this point. I don't know. Unless Discord really starts screwing the pooch, I don't think people are gonna be moving from Discord. Unless it becomes like Skype. I don't see people leaving Discord. You gotta see it. They put in that embarrassing footage and the video meant to sell you on the overpriced system. Yikes, you'll have to link that in my server. The video for the game chat is so bad, even with a dedicated camera. That is so sad. This is Nintendo we're talking about. That's really disappointing to hear. Because, like, I love Nintendo. But I guess at the end of the day, even they're just a greedy company. But, like, those were the games I grew up playing. I didn't own a PlayStation or an Xbox as a kid. And I didn't really play games on computer besides, like, Pajama Sam and Spy Fox and Club Penguin.
$11 months. Here's to funding 0.01% of a Switch 2 for Lilith.
Let's go! Thank you, Yoshi-P. Meow. Thank you for donating to my Switch 2 fund. Woohoo! Welcome, Yosh. Good to see you. Hello. Meow. Can we get a shout out for Yosh? He's a good cat. Yes, please. Could you spare a pound? Could you spare a pound? For a wee Victorian child such as myself? I cannot afford a Switch 2. We have to pay the doctor to take care of Papa's condition. And that is what we use all of our money on. No luxuries. Unflip the cat. Yeah, the cat gets an unflip today. Only bots who post Raphael from Ninja Turtles get the flip. But Yosh gets an unflip today. Also, no OLED screen, no word that the Joy-Cons won't drift. You know what I'll bet? A year or two after release in the Switch 2, they're gonna make a Switch 2 OLED, and it's gonna cost extra money. And I bet the Joy-Cons are still going to drift. Woohoo! Can't wait! Wait, nozzle. Oh. I'm an idiot. Of course I know what the nozzle is. Switch 2 Pro. More like Switch 2, poo. Yeah. Switch 2, more like Switch poo. Switch 2, more like Switch ooh. Switch brother ooh. Geezer voice. I remember when Nintendo Select. Remember $20 Nintendo Selects on the Wii. I remember when I got my Nintendo Wii and it came with Wii Sports for free. How am I supposed to get that up there? Tell me. Do we have a ladder in here? Wallace! Wait. Huh? Huh? There's no ladder in here. Oh, chat, there's no ladder in here. No ladder make Lilith a very angry bunny. I'm gonna flip one of you. I'm gonna flip one of you if we don't find a... Oh. Never mind. Nobody has to be flipped today. I figured it out. Crisis averted. You all get to leave with your lives today. Unflipped. Switch to OLED as foretold. You know it's gonna happen. Because that's what always happens. Oh, wait, they just have a framed picture of a chicken here. And a framed picture of Jell-O. How many people do you know have a framed picture of Jell-O in their home? Bum 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 bum. I forgot, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Oh yeah! I went to a manga store the other day. Very popular one. And I was like, oh, it was after my dentist appointment. I was feeling sad about the cavities. So I was like, I'll go to the manga stores nearby. I'll check it out. Maybe if I'm lucky, they'll have some Love and Deep Space merchandise there. And y'all, there was so much Genshin. There was so much Honkai. And Zenless and all the MiHoYo games. Wuwa, well that's not MiHoYo, I don't think. It's one of the big ones. They had all the goddamn gachas there, like Girls Frontline and Nikke. No Love in Deep Space. None. None to be found. I left that store a Love in Deep Spaceless bunny. I did leave with a boba and a cream bread, so not all was lost. But I was sad. What's it gonna take? How much longer do I have to wait? But it's alright. It's alright, because next time I go to a convention, I will guarantee you that they're going to have their own booth. And I'll get to visit that booth. And take pictures with the cute cosplayers. Mark my words. And thank you for the head pats and boop snoots, everybody. Switch Joy-Cons could never. I still get Joy-Con drift sometimes, but I did manage to fix the issue on my computer where it was like Joy-Con drifting. It's not doing it anymore. I don't know how I fixed it, but it's fixed, which is cool. There may have just been something wrong with my keyboard, to be honest. But it's not a problem anymore. Oh, what kind of cereal do they got? What's this? Corn Flakes. But it's spelled with a K, like the band. Wow. I didn't know Korn made their own cereal. Okay. Well, everything... Oh. That's not clean. It's about to be like, everything looks clean. Now we just gotta get into the nitty-gritty areas. Wii Sports being free in North America was entirely because Reggie understood that you can catch flies with honey. I loved Wii Sports. My brother and I, when we were kids, we got a lot of mileage out of Wii Sports. When we were bored, we'd play Wii Sports. When we invited friends over, we'd play Wii Sports. When my parents were hosting a party and there were lots of kids there, we'd go downstairs and we'd play Wii Sports. Wii Tennis, Wii Bowling. The only one I didn't really like was Wii Golf. Wii Golf kind of sucked. Wii Boxing was also really hard. I always had trouble with Wii Boxing. Gotta get under the table. What were your favorite Wii sports? Mine was probably tennis, but that was probably most people's favorite. Just because it was fun. And my brother used to watch a lot of tennis. And we would always pretend to be like the female tennis players, where whenever they hit the ball, they would be like, ah! But I also liked Wii Bowling. The power of waifus and husbandos is strong. Too strong. But yes, I know what the cons. When it's time to go to a con, I want to have like a Love and Deep Space Ita bag ready. I want the people to know that I'm serious about this. I mean business. And I am there to shop for my space husbands. I want people, lots of people have been commenting on my Raphael bag charm lately, which has been making me happy. And I'm gonna bring my Raphael plushie in his duck costume. They did have a lot of cute dungeon meshy stuff at the manga shop, though. I was kind of tempted to buy a little dungeon meshy acrylic stand, but I didn't. Just because I was like, where am I gonna put this? I fought the urge. Save some money. Do you have to headbang as you pour the cereal? Disrespect your surroundings! Wii Sports Tennis was legit. It was fun. It was goofy. Whimsical. I even still did like the physicality of like hitting. You didn't even need to do this. You didn't really even need to like actually swing your Wiimote to play it. But I always did anyway, just because it made it more fun. Like the Wii was fun. I loved the Wii. How come they never made a Wii 2? Well, they made a Wii U, but I don't think people liked the Wii U very much. They should have called it the Wii 2. I feel like the Wii was a good console for families too, because I feel like I heard a lot of stories about like parents playing like Wii Sports with their kids. In the Me channel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, whoa. Game froze for a second. Sorry about that. That would have been bad. Would have lost all me progress. Alright, we're at 99%, which means it's time to start checking what needs. The Auto Chef food mixer lid? What is that? That's gotta be in the kitchen. Auto Chef food mixer lid. Is that this thing? Oh yeah, Auto Chef. Okay. Bowl lid. Hang on. We need to get at a higher elevation. What the heck? Where are you still dirty? Oh, there. Come on, lid. Clean up. I mean, the motion controls at the time, were considered a gimmick. So the Wii... Oh, there we go. So the Wii was already facing an uphill battle, so they needed a free demo to show off. Nintendo Japan was super not on board with it at first. How popular was Wii Sports in Japan? Cracker Vac body? Oh, this must be the... Cracker Cracker Vac. I don't know. This thing looks pretty clean to me. We need to get the bottom? Oh. There we go. Okay. Cracker Vac head. That's this thing. Oh, ew, the bottom's all dirty. Okay. Cracker Vac head. Dining room Bakelite clock. That would be in here. Here. Bakelite clock. More like the Bakelite funky chicken. You guys thought I was gonna say cock, didn't you? Dining room bookshelf. This thing. It's probably the top that still needs a cleaning. Oh wait, we shouldn't be washing these books. Oh god, we're gonna ruin them all. Well, you know what? It's a Wallace deserves for making me do all of the work. Look at this, power washing the books. How silly. But yeah, I loved the motion controls. I mean, I didn't love it for every game, of course. But it was kind of fun when you were playing, like, Skyward Sword. Getting to, like, swing it around and pretend to be Link. That was kind of cool. I mean, I looked a fool doing it, but that's okay. Alright, get me on that table. Get me on that table. Maybe I really need to dig in there. Lots of parents just won't swing that price tag, not in 2025. That's the thing that kind of gets me the most, too, is it's like... The Switch or Nintendo consoles are mainly meant for children. But when parents see that price tag, like, unless they're really rich parents, like... That's a big ask for something for your kid. It's like, I guess you can make it a Christmas gift, but... I don't know. It's a pretty hefty price tag for task for parents, you know? We're also, like, in a recession right now, so it's gonna make it even harder. I don't even want to check on my IRA right now. But again, not gonna talk about that. Not gonna talk about that. That is not what I here stream for. Happy place, Lilith. Change the nozzle. No nozzle. No confidence! Oh, this part is so hard to get. The Wii U suffered so much identity crisis. Should have just gone with a whole new name. What made them want to call it the Wii U? Like, why? Oh, okay, it's just down here. It looks like we need to get. Okay, we got the dining room cabinet. Just gotta get all these tiny spots on the floor now. Dining room desk. There. Perfect. Skyward Sword was so fun back during my first time. I enjoyed it too the first time I played. I mean, kiddo, me was confused about what the fuck Wii U was. It was made clear even what it was. I don't remember what the Wii U advertisements were even like. 74%. It's crazy how it's like, it's 90% clean, and there's all this stuff that's like... You actually have a lot left. Okay, dining room door handle. Slippery doorknob. Dining room drawers. Dining room drawers. Aha. Where? Oh, in the back. Alright. Dining room floor. Wow, I can't find it anywhere. Do you guys know where the dining room floor is? I can't seem to find it. I thought they'd be a little more forgiving with the floor. Oh, this whole perimeter here needs to be gotten done. And we need to do this whole model train track area. Do you think Wallace has ever stubbed his toe on the model train in the morning and then has just let out a huge F-bomb? Like he just, sweet Wallace, just lets out a motherfucker. We all have our moments. Dining room framed marrow. Well, I learned what a marrow is today. Wait, how am I... How am I gonna get up there? Hang on. Let's try something. Nope. Wait. Aha! Lilith, you're a genius. Thank you. I know. I know. The lifespan of the first Switch was so long they might as well be counting on a long sales tail. The lifespan of the Switch was really long. I feel like it was out longer than most consoles have been. Or at least like had more staying power than most other consoles, right? Dining room open door frame? Which one? Open door? Oh, here. This thing still needs to be clean. Girl, where? Oh. Oh, up there! Of course. Wait. Speaking of have confidence, no confidence, Korone finally performed a rap song with Callie after saying she was so afraid to do one for 5 years. Glad to see Best Doggo showing her stuff. Wait. Have the Hollow Myth Girls really been streaming for 5 years now? That's honestly kind of crazy and kooky to me. Wow. VTubing's really been like super popular for like half a decade now. Isn't that kind of crazy to think about? Like, who would have thought? Where in the world does this still need to get cleaned? I don't see any more orange spots. I guess I'll just keep hosing it down until it goes ding. Oh. This looks completely clean to me. I'm so confused. On the top of the kitchen side of the frame, let's see. Could be. Oh, yep. There we go. That's usually what it is. Dining room paintings. Oh, the Shaun the Sheep one still isn't completely cleaned yet. And the sunflower. How uncouth. My favorite flower. That should be clean. Oh, doesn't that look nice, seeing all those cleans in a row? We're almost done. But yeah, so wait, when did the Switch come out? Was that 2017, I want to say? So, yeah, if it was 2017, then that would be 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 20... Like 8 years of the Switch. That's kind of wild. Dining room reading table. Or was it 2018? I think it was 2017. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds correct. Dining room wall coving? What's a wall coving? Oh. Ah, yes. The wall coving. Is that another Britishism? Got the wall coving. Fireplace candlesticks. There's a fire? Oh yeah, there is a fireplace here. Fireplace clock. Fireplace fire. Where's the fire? Alright, we just basically need to get everywhere by the fireplace. I don't see a fire. Yeah, March 17th. I thought it was in 2017. March 2017. I thought so. I love when I'm correct. What are they talking about? Fireplace fire. Oh, we got it. Fireplace pencil pot. I'm gonna jump on top of this pot here. And clean it that way. Jambalista body. Real interesting names for your inventions. Where's the Jambalista body? What even is a Jambalista body? I see jam in the fridge. Oh, ew! Missed that. Okay, Smug. Wait, is that supposed to be like Smeg? Can you guys believe that there's a company called Smeg that makes like teapots and things? Isn't that... I find that kind of wild. I'm just like, you guys don't want to think that one through? There was never a board meeting where anybody was like, maybe we don't want to name it that. I had to do a double take the first time I saw a Smeg product. Cooking pot. Cereal boxes. Yeah, it is cursed. It's really cursed. Sugar pot, teapot, coffee pot. Where's the Jambalista thing? Oh, kitchen bin. Smeg. That's awful. Why would you do that? Oh, wait, that would probably be on the table, actually. Yep, there's the Jambalista. I remember that. I remember this thing. Good Jambalista. Alright, now we move on to the kitchen. I think everything in here is cleaned now. Beautiful. This is fun. I like this DLC. Kitchen cupboards. Which kitchen cupboards? Oh, these. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I gotta figure out how to get up there again. Do I just... Let's see. Wait, would this work? Nope. I thought maybe it would. Would this work? Come on. There we go. Ooh, nice. I wonder if Jambalista would get along with the butter passing robot. What is my purpose? You spread butter. Oh, God. Don't they have some Easter special coming out? I don't know. I dropped off a Rick and Morty a while ago, but I did like the butter spreading robot. Wait, are there any other cupboards that need cleaning? No, just these two. Yeah, they are kind of similar inventions, aren't they? The butter ballista. I mean, the jam ballista. They need to make a butter ballista to go along with the jam ballista. I've never really been one for adding toast, or adding jam on toast. I like butter on my toast. My parents' cat Daisy likes eating butter. So whenever sometimes my dad would give her like a little sliver of butter in the morning. And when she'd eat it, anytime I'd go up to her, she would like smack me away. So my dad would go like, fuck you, I'm eating butter. Come on. Let me please get these spots. I need a jetpack. I don't know how I'm supposed to get them. Unless... Hang on. This has to work. Oh, come on! I can't put the stool up there? Wait, what if I... Ah. Haha. There we go! Nice! The belligerently drunk Justin Roiland show. Not anymore! It used to be. Speaking of Wii Sports. Da 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 da. Oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Wait, was this Wii Sports or was this Wii Sports Resort? I remember there was Wii Sports Resort too, which I didn't own. Kitchen oven door. They just left the oven open. Do you know how dangerous that is? A small animal could be in there. Oh, we're almost done. Just 3 more things, all the way at the bottom. The kitchen windowsill. I'm guessing that's you. Or... yeah, that's this thing, right? Kitchen window frame. Kitchen window. Kitchen window sill. Silvio. Toy train. Oh, okay, the train and the train track, I think, are the last of the things we need to clean here. Not a problem. Only every now and then does Lilith remember that she has a stool. Yeah, how could you guys make me forget? You don't let me forget. You remind me every day that I need to use the fucking stool. Keep reminding me to use a stool, and I'll remind you to use stool softeners. Yeah. Okay. Where else on the train do... Oh. You. Okay. Last thing. The tracks. Yes! Let's fucking go! Okay. Job complete. Oh, look at the robot! He's so cute! He's... Oh, that's why. The robot's small. The robot was small. That's why it looks so short. And we made some moolah. Smashing job! Wash lad's done us proud, Gromit. Whew, with all this cleaning, I'm feeling a tad peckish. How about older chef fixes us a little snack, eh? There was something about this contraption. Can't recall what it was. Not to worry. Turning auto chef on. Sound detected. Paw heading fury forehead. Aww. Wash lad was mad because we made him do all the work. Yeah, it's the robot that's small. It is! Look at, did you not see how tiny that robot was? Did you not see? It was like 2 feet tall. Listen, Chad always makes fun of Lilith for her stool issues and how they destroyed toilets. So mean. I don't think I'm gonna do the house. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah. Oh. Well. It appears that our major cheese explosion has extended far beyond just the kitchen and dining room. Wait, I want to go inside Gromit's house. This is all he gets. This is all we get. I'm an abused dog in here. I deserve better. How dare. But okay. We finished a wash, so we are good. We are good, and I am getting quite sleepy, so that's probably where I'm gonna end off for tonight, folks. But that was fun. I enjoyed that DLC. Thank you for joining me in these cozy vibes tonight, everybody. Being a fun little power washing robot in a nice little British home. What better way to spend a Friday night, right? But yes, thank you all, as always, for your endless amount of patience with me. I'm sorry that once again I had to be gone for so long. Just had to take care of some family stuff. But I'm back now. I'm gonna try and be more regular next week. Granted, no other fun little surprises happen. Which, knowing life, you just never know. But I'm hoping I can be back to the usual next week. Hoping so. Play some fun games. We could play Schedule 1. We'll play the next chapter of Cube Escape. I'll message Libra and we can get that together. And yeah, it's just gonna be a fun time. But yes, thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you to everybody who followed today, everybody who resubbed today, everybody who gifted subs, everybody who donated bits. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Fluffy. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Cast Iron. Thank you to all my lurkers. Thank you all. Let's see, is anybody streaming tonight? Are any of my friends streaming tonight? Let us see. Ow! Thank you for that. Well, I see Libra streaming, so you know we always gotta raid the burb when that happens. So everybody go send Libra some love. Libra's playing more Split Fiction today. So everybody go send her and her friends some love and some best wishes on their epic journey. But yes, thank you all for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to see you all again very, very soon. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.